The clothes we wear have a story. From cotton fields to factory floors, each garment carries a hidden cost. It's a cost often paid by our planet. The fashion industry is a major polluter. It guzzles water, spews greenhouse gases, and fills landfills with discarded clothes. We need to wake up to this environmental impact. Our choices matter. Think about the journey of a simple t-shirt. Growing conventional cotton requires vast amounts of water and pesticides. Manufacturing processes use energy and create waste. Shipping clothes around the world burns fossil fuels. Then many garments are worn only a few times before being thrown away. This linear model of take, make, dispose is unsustainable. The statistics are startling. The fashion industry is responsible for about 10% of global carbon emissions. It uses more energy than the aviation and shipping industries combined. Textile production is estimated to be responsible for about 20% of global clean water pollution from dyeing and finishing products. The environmental footprint of fashion is undeniable. We can't ignore these facts. Our planet is feeling the strain. Climate change is real, and our consumption habits are part of the problem. We need a fashion revolution. We need to move towards a more sustainable and ethical approach to what we wear. The environmental damage caused by fashion is multifaceted. Let's break down the key pollutants. Carbon emissions are a major culprit. The production, manufacturing, and transportation of clothes release significant amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These emissions contribute to global warming and its devastating consequences. Water pollution is another serious issue. Textile dyeing and finishing processes use vast quantities of water and often discharge harmful chemicals into rivers and oceans. These pollutants can harm aquatic life, disrupt ecosystems, and contaminate drinking water sources. The fashion industry's thirst for water is unsustainable, especially in water-stressed regions. Landfills are overflowing with textile waste. Fast fashion encourages a throwaway culture, leading to mountains of discarded clothes ending up in landfills. These clothes decompose slowly, releasing methane, a potent greenhouse gas. The sheer volume of textile waste is staggering and highlights the urgent need for a more circular approach to fashion. These environmental challenges demand immediate attention. We can't afford to ignore the impact of our choices. We need to embrace sustainable practices and shift away from the polluting practices that have become synonymous with the fashion industry. The good news is that change is happening. Sustainable fashion is gaining momentum. Designers, brands, and innovators are pioneering new ways to create clothes that are kinder to the planet. From eco-friendly materials to ethical production processes, there are solutions emerging. One key area is the use of sustainable materials. Organic cotton, hemp, and recycled fibers offer alternatives to conventional materials that are less damaging to the environment. These materials require less water and fewer pesticides to grow, reducing the environmental footprint of clothing production. Another focus is on ethical manufacturing. Fair trade practices ensure workers are paid a living wage and work in safe conditions. Reducing waste and pollution during production is crucial. Some brands are adopting closed-loop systems where waste is minimized and materials are recycled or repurposed. Innovation is driving change. New technologies are emerging that allow for more sustainable dyeing and finishing processes. Some companies are exploring alternative materials like mushroom leather or pineapple leaf fibers. The future of fashion lies in creativity and a commitment to sustainability. The power to create a more sustainable fashion industry lies in our hands. As consumers, we have a voice. We can choose to support brands and designers that prioritize ethical and eco-friendly practices. We can demand transparency and hold companies accountable for their environmental impact. Start by asking questions. Where are your clothes made? What materials are used? What are the brand's sustainability policies? Look for labels like Fair Trade, GOTS, Global Organic Textile Standard, and Ecotex, which certifies sustainable and ethical practices. Consider buying less and choosing quality over quantity. Invest in timeless pieces that will last longer. Embrace the concept of a capsule wardrobe, where you have a smaller collection of versatile items that can be mixed and matched. Small changes in our shopping habits can make a big difference. By choosing to support sustainable fashion, we can collectively drive positive change in the industry. Beyond our shopping habits, there are other ways to embrace sustainable fashion. Taking care of our clothes is essential. Washing clothes less frequently, using cold water washes, and air drying instead of using a dryer can significantly reduce energy consumption and extend the lifespan of our garments. Repairing and mending clothes is another way to keep them out of landfills. Learning basic sewing skills allows us to fix small tears or replace buttons, extending the life of our clothes and reducing waste. Embracing visible mending can even add a unique touch to our garments. Upcycling and repurposing old clothes is a creative way to give them a new lease on life. Turning old t-shirts into shopping bags or transforming a worn-out sweater into a cushion cover are just a few examples of how we can give discarded clothes a second chance. By embracing these practices, we can reduce our environmental impact and become more conscious consumers. It's about making mindful choices and taking responsibility for the entire life cycle of our clothes. The rise of fast fashion has fueled a culture of overconsumption. We are bombarded with trends that change rapidly, encouraging us to buy more and more clothes. This constant cycle of buying and discarding is unsustainable and detrimental to the environment. Embracing minimalism and simplifying our wardrobes can be liberating. It's about focusing on quality over quantity, choosing versatile pieces that can be styled in different ways, and resisting the urge to buy into every fleeting trend. Decluttering our wardrobes can be a cathartic experience. It allows us to assess what we truly need and appreciate the clothes we already own. Donating or selling unwanted clothes can give them a second life and reduce textile waste. By consuming less, we reduce the demand for new clothes, lessening the strain on the environment. It's about making conscious choices and shifting away from the relentless cycle of fast fashion. Second-hand shopping is a sustainable and stylish alternative to buying new. Thrift stores, vintage shops, and online platforms offer a treasure trove of pre-loved garments waiting to be discovered. It's a chance to find unique pieces, save money, and reduce textile waste. Buying second-hand clothes extends the life cycle of garments, keeping them out of landfills. It reduces the demand for new clothes, lessening the environmental impact of the fashion industry. It's a win-win situation for our wallets and the planet. Second-hand shopping can be a fun and rewarding experience. It's an opportunity to experiment with different styles, discover hidden gems, and give pre-loved clothes a new home. It's about embracing individuality and challenging the notion that new is always better. By choosing second-hand fashion, we can contribute to a more circular economy and reduce the environmental footprint of our wardrobes. The future of fashion lies in sustainability. It's about creating a system that is both environmentally and socially responsible. It requires a shift in mindset, from a linear take, make, dispose model to a circular economy where resources are used efficiently and waste is minimized. Transparency and traceability are crucial. Consumers have the right to know where their clothes come from, how they are made, and what impact they have on the environment. Brands need to embrace ethical practices and be accountable for their supply chains. Innovation is key to driving change. New technologies, materials, and production processes are emerging that offer more sustainable solutions. From 3D printing to bio-based materials, the future of fashion is ripe with possibilities. The choices we make today will shape the future of fashion. By embracing sustainable practices, supporting ethical brands, and demanding transparency, we can collectively create a more responsible and stylish future.